You're making a presentation, you're on Teams or Zoom. How can you engage your audience when you're just a little tiny person in a little tiny box in the corner of the screen? Well, I'm going to give you a couple of tips that you can use. But first of all, I have talked about this before. Try to use some of the different presentation modes that you have in Teams or Zoom. So you can be in front of your slides, which is so much more engaging because the audience wants to look at you, even if you don't want them to look at you. So try that. But if you have to be a little person in a box in the corner, then what is the most important thing for engaging your audience? When you're in person, people can see your whole body, they can see your movement, it's much more dynamic. Online, 80% of the impact you will have is from your voice. Not from your slides, by the way, from your voice. So if you are speaking English, you need to think about how to master your voice in English. Now, how can you do this? 2 tips. Number 1, pause. Give your audience time to think about what you've said. Don't rush through your presentation so quickly. Also, you need to pause so that you don't spend the whole time saying, When 80% of your impact is coming from your voice, if 20% of your voice is saying, that's not a lot of impact. This is something you can work on, but it does take time to eliminate the Secondly, your sentence stress. I've talked about this before. In English, the way you pronounce a sentence is different from French. And we make certain syllables in the keywords longer, louder, and stronger. And this is very important to get your message across to your audience with impact. This is something that we work on in presentation skills training, or if you do coaching with me to work on a specific presentation or on your pronunciation. So remember, your voice is where the impact is coming from. Work on your voice, work on your pronunciation, and your online presentations will be so much more impactful.